Hello and welcome. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Just thought I would get on today and say hi, see what's going on with all of you, and do a reading. First and foremost, I want to do pick a card for everybody, okay? So we're going to use this deck that I bought. It's called the Chakra. Um, oh gosh, can't remember exactly what it's called. The Chakra something. But like I said, nothing to do with the chakras, but it's just got all these words on it like these. So we're just gonna see what's coming through. So I want you to pick a card. Pick card 1, 2, or 3, and let's start off this reading with pick a card. Okay, let us see. Card 1, 2, or 3. Card 1. What's the message? Soulmate. Okay, soulmate. Love it. For those who picked card 1, that's your message. Soulmate. Beautiful. I love it. I'm not going to interpret them. I'm going to let you interpret them. You know what soulmate means. Card 2. Oh, wow. We have renewal. Renewal. Look at that. Renewal. I'm loving this energy. Wow. Let me know what you chose, okay? And cards 3, what have we got? What have we got? Ooh, interesting. It says bittersweet. Bittersweet. Those are your messages to start off with. Let me know if they resonated with you. How did it speak to you? What did it mean to you? And if it made sense to you in your life, okay? So that's what we have. We started off with a lovely pick a card. And now we're going to just see what is coming through. But I'm waiting for people to show up. No one's here yet. Anyway, I'll just do a little bit of a reading if even if nobody's here, so you all can watch it later if you wanna watch it later. Let's get from this deck some cards just to show what is going on. Victim. 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 Somebody is playing the victim. Somebody. Let's see. Perception. Interesting. Interesting. Victim and perception. Very interesting combination. Ah. What is this about? Let's get one more card from this deck. Prayer. Wow. Victim, perception, and prayer. Beautiful. I'm just seeing green. I'm noticing the green in all these cards. Okay, green can also be envy. It can be, I'm getting some sort of jealousy here. Okay, somebody's feeling a bit jealous. And it's a very specific message, but somebody's feeling jealous and somebody is feeling like a victim, and I think maybe, what's this prayer about? For some of you, you've been waiting for a while, and your prayer, which you've been waiting for, in your perception, it seems like you've been waiting and praying for a long time, and it isn't showing up, and so you're feeling like a victim. Okay, and on the other hand, um, it could be somebody else who's playing the victim in your life, and somebody else who is like not happy about something about you, and so their perception of you is skewed, and they are playing the victim in your life. It could be one of these things. Okay, it's a very specific message. Let me know if it makes any sense to you. Let's get a few cards from the Light Seers deck. Let's see to clarify what this is about. Let us see. Okay, what is this about? Three of Wands, and we have what's under there? The Eight of Cups. Okay, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Cups. Three of Wands and the Eight of Cups. And we have the King of Swords. I feel like somebody was looking forward to something or someone, and they turned their back and they walked away. And maybe they were really cold about it with the King of Swords, or maybe you're the one who's done this, and you could reverse the roles however it resonates with you. And somebody in the situation is feeling like a victim because they were cut off, or they were looking forward to something, but instead of that happening, their prayer, which seemed to be working out, wasn't answered. And instead of that future which they were hoping for, it didn't lead to that. It led to like this could be a breakup, this could be somebody's breakup. This could be, hello and welcome to everybody who's here. And this could be where you had a future plan together and it broke up. Okay, or something you had invested in, either they or it is walking away from you, or you are you're walking away from it. Okay, but it's tough. It's a tough situation. It's tough energy. Let's see what else. But deep in your heart, you know that had to happen. Like, even though on the surface level you feel like, no, I want this back, no, why did this happen, somewhere deep inside you kind of know that this is not the thing for you. Wow, Six of Wands. Look at that. Six of Wands. Victory. Whatever this is, look at that. The Emperor. I'm getting this could also have been a very dominating work environment, or boss, or you felt a lot of pressure there. And the person didn't have a lot of maturity in how they dealt with situations, and so they kind of behaved like a victim. So I'm getting several messages, different ones, okay, for different people. And you can let me know which one resonated with you. And I see you winning, okay, with the Six of Wands. That's a card of victory. It's a card of victory. And somebody sitting on their high horse, like maybe someone's yeah, someone's playing that Emperor card really well, like taking advantage of their position. And so it could be possible that you lost your job, or somebody like forced you to walk away, or they both resonate with you. That's amazing. That is amazing. So Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Or you were let go of in a really like unkind way, or somebody broke your heart. Um, and like I said, you take it as it resonates with you, because I am getting that some people are going, it's going to be a flip thing as well. They're both ways, it works both ways. um, and let's see what else shows up. Okay, for some of you, mm, let me see. No, I am getting this is somebody who was a bit of a bully, or like they thought they were better than you, or that they could dominate you, or they could like talk down to you. But you're victorious. You are victorious through this. Okay, you're coming out of this victorious and strong, and and nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop your progress and your success. Nothing. You're in a new relationship, and tomorrow you have a job interview. Oh, wow. Wow. Good luck. Good luck with that. Your boss sees you as competition, and and screams at you every day. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, understand that nobody can take your value away from you. Nobody. Absolutely nobody, because this is who you are, the Six of Wands. You are here to shine, to be glorious, to speak your truth, to shine your light, to share your gifts in this world, because we all have different gifts. We all have a very precious magic within us that is here to be seen by the world. Oh God, oh my gosh, come on. I'm saying world, and look at the cards in my hand. The world, the world. You are here to be seen by the world. So do not dim your light. Do not dim your light. Even if you were rejected, or somebody is playing a victim with you and putting you on a guilt trip, making you feel guilty about something. Maybe some people even making you feel guilty about walking away, or you feel guilty about walking away. Um, what I'm seeing here is there's a cycle completing with the world, and you are now in your own power. Like, you have finished some sort of um, course in your life. Like, it's a course that you had to go through, a life course, and you've been through that life course, and you've learned a lesson through this. You've learned something because of this. And I see, look at what I have here, the King of Cups. Now, it may have even felt like all was lost, but there's a brand new offer here, a brand new loving offer, one that is genuine, one that is beautiful, one that is authentic and sincere, coming towards you, because your light is is attracting wholeness, completeness, and fullness. And if you are feeling rejected, or you're feeling like a victim, um, get out of that frame of mind, because it's just in your perception. It's in your perception that you are not. You are completely and totally empowered and in control of your life. A few nights of the soul later, you mean like dark nights of the soul? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Oh, how sweet. It looks like this reading is about your life. Oh, bless. I'm so happy to hear that he is beautiful in every way. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Wow. Wow. So yeah, Dark Nights of the Soul, been there. Yep. And but it just kind of, it grows you, it makes you stronger, it makes you more clear about your own being, in many ways. Oh, really? You had a flat tire and he stopped for you? That's amazing. How sweet. That is destiny right there. That is divine planning, divine orchestration, divine unfoldment. That's how things happen when you're in the flow, when you're in like that, you know, um, in that frequency of harmony, of love, of surrender. That's when things like that just happen. They just happen, right? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Five of Cups. Someone is really feeling very, very sad. You know, it's spilt milk. You lost something, something that you feel you can't get back. Let's look at this card. And like, there's a lot of sadness and regret here with the Five of Cups. But let's see what this is about. Yeah, your ex. Let's see. The Hangman. The Hangman. So, yeah, some of you who are feeling very stuck in your life for whatever reason, you know, and you have this Five of Cups here, and you feel really, really stuck. Maybe you're feeling sad about the fact that you're neither here nor there, and you're just like stuck in this position. And there's the Death card. It's time to end this pattern. Like, you no longer need to be in this pattern of being stuck and crying over spilt milk. Okay? No more. No more. Because here's the Five of Swords. You've got to walk away from some battles, or you've got to surrender certain things that, you feel like, why did it happen like that? Why did I go through that? You know, and you can go on thinking about that, or you can finally let it go, because all it's doing is giving you a huge headache. We can question it this way, that way. We can like ask ourselves and dissect the whole thing and just drive ourselves crazy over something, whether it's whatever you lost, whatever it is that you lost. You can choose to stay there, or you can enter a new horizon. You can look further and start walking towards your new life, walking towards new opportunities, walking towards a new hope and faith in your own being. Because we can't always control. I mean, we, how people are going to behave, what they're going to do, or if something happens that in the world that is out of your control. um, we have multiple examples now in the world of what is going on. Like, after a point, there's certain things you got to let it go, and you've got to just surrender to the divine and know that no matter what happens, you are walking in the path of love, and you have to choose that path of love. It's up to you, and you've got to choose it. And when you choose it, then you're walking in that path. When you choose to stay in a path of regret and upset and why me, why this, why that, you're just going to stay in that energy. I'm not saying that you don't like it. It's of course, it's very natural and normal and beneficial to express your feelings, to let go, to feel your hurt, allow your whole body, your mind, your soul to go through that process. It's a process, and allow it to leave you, you know. But at the same time, don't stay there. Don't stay there and ruin the rest of your life. Move on, move forward. If somebody said to you, I don't want you in my life anymore, or for whatever reason, you're not together anymore, or whatever it is, so you went for a job interview, or you went for hundreds of job interviews and you got rejected, just move forward. We get too caught up. We take it so personally, everything everyone does to us. And the less personal you can be about everything, the more detached you can be. It's a result. And now we're moving on to the next thing, the next thing, and the next thing. All right. So don't. Oh, bless you. Bless you. That is so sweet. So get up, because you have it in you. This is the Eight of Wands. Sorry, this is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is still having the fight in you. Like, you may have been through a battle, but you're not going to lie down. You're not just going to stay there. You're going to get up, you're going to shine that light, and you're going to move forward, onwards, to explore new vistas, to see all the other things that are in front of you, not just what happened, but what you are creating going forward. Okay, let's see. I want to get this one. Six of Pentacles. Ah, such a beautiful card. Look at the flow in this card. There's such a beautiful flow. I'm getting a sense of many wheels turning in your life, um, which are kind of clicking into place. They're clicking into place, and there's a big opportunity coming in. A big opportunity coming in, right? Give and receive. That's what this card is. The Six of Pentacles. In breath, out breath. The most natural thing. The most natural thing that is life, like I say. And what's happening here is there is a huge opportunity. I'm noticing this pentacle, in this hand here. I'm noticing this very, very strongly. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm noticing something that's going to drop into your hands. And I see it as it's a very deliberate, yet very divine gift. Not even gift, it's more than a gift. It's like I don't really have the words or the word for this. It's a chosen. It's like you've been chosen for this. You're the chosen one. You're the chosen one for this gift, specifically for you. The gift that you require, the gift that you are. It is very specific to you, which is coming into your hands. It's coming into your hands. Maybe you're also going to acquire something that it's a seed that was lying dormant within you for a long time. Maybe you didn't even know it was there. For some of you, you didn't know it was there, but for some of you, you always had an inkling that you have this inside of you. You have this gift. You have this thing. And I'm seeing the penny dropping. You know what that meaning, you know what it means, right? When they say the penny drops, it's like it clicks in your mind. It just drops. The idea, you get it. You're like, oh my gosh, why didn't I see this? Why didn't I see this all this time? So the penny drops now for you. And you're going to have a major aha moment. You're going to have a major breakthrough moment in the way you are perceiving everything in your life. Because look, it says perception. Maybe you have a breakthrough about the way you have been perceiving yourself, the world, and your life. Maybe you were living in a victim mentality kind of, you know, world of your own, because people, perhaps you went through experiences which were very hurtful, very challenging, and you kind of felt like a victim. Like, why me? Like, why does everyone treat me like this? Why am I not getting a job? Why am I not getting the love of my life? Why am I not, you know that kind of energy? You're having a major breakthrough. You're going to see the light in your life. You're going to see such a profound shift in your whole being that it's gonna shake the foundations of everything. And you're clicked into place. You are in complete and total alignment with the universal gift that has been bestowed upon you, that has always been within you. But that seed is now activated. It has been activated. Hello, hello, how are you? Mickey, how are you doing? Is it Mickey or Milky? Yeah, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. It's my pleasure. Yes, so there's an activation going on within you right now. And and let's keep going. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. What else is showing up? The King of Cups. The King of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful card. It's such a Zen card, you know? The King of Cups is the king of emotions because the cups are about our emotions. All right. Water is like our emotions. It flows. It has storms. There are currents of all kinds that come through in that energy. But this is the king of that, the king of the water element, the king of emotions. And even our tears, when we're overwhelmed with emotion, it's water, right, that comes out of us. Okay, my mind is going other places. But let it be. I mean, basically, our emotions are released through our eyes. You know, we feel relieved when we cry, we feel lighter, we feel like, we feel like that load has kind of shed from us. But the but the king of cups is sitting on the ocean of emotion. And this king is so calm. There's such a calmness about him. And he is not phased. He is not phased by emotional upheaval. He's not phased by the many, you know, currents that we go through in our lives. He's the king of it. So you are learning to become the king of your emotional world, your emotional realm. And you are able to sit there like this guy here with his eyes closed in a meditative pose, cross legged, and with his sound healing bowl. He's so relaxed. Imagine living our lives like that and learning to become the king of our emotions so that we can be zen no matter what happens, no matter what waves hit us, no matter how turbulent it gets. Let's read all the comments. What do we have here? You are milky. Oh, good. Harshada, welcome. You've been meditating a lot. BC Free Me. What is your name if you want to share? Yes, Om is the most powerful mantra. Look, he is meditating. He is meditation. Become meditation. Don't meditate, become meditation. Become meditation. And what does that mean? That means you blend. Oh, Bianca. Nice to meet you, Bianca. Nice to know your name. So, oh, lovely, lovely. So, become the meditation. How do you become the meditation? It's pure being. We are meditation. The Our beings are meditation. You get it? We are instruments of meditation. So it's just to remember that. We forget. We have forgotten that that's who we are. We've forgotten that we are that beautiful divine harmony expressing itself through this incredible, unfathomable place that we're in. Like we cannot even begin to decipher how vast, how magical, and how many levels and layers and dimensions it exists in. What appears to be just is not. We are not what appears to be. We are way deeper, way less tangible in that material sense than what appears to be. And the sooner we understand that we are an energy field and we are creators of energy fields, the sooner we will begin to get out of the lower frequencies, that vibrate very slowly, and then we're in matter and the material realm facing material circumstances. The sooner we will elevate and become aware and recognize that, oh, okay, I know why all this is happening. I know why I'm feeling like this, because I'm vibrating at this lower frequency. And it's a sign. All it is an indication for you to elevate your being, for you to snap out of this and rise into your true being, which is the King of Cups, the Zen state. You are a Zen being. You are a peaceful being. Now, it may not seem like that in the world that we live in and all the things that we're seeing happening in the world, but that's because people are living completely unconsciously. They're so unconscious and they're so deeply asleep in their illusion that they don't even know that another reality exists, that there is another choice, and that even in the midst of whatever seems horrible, terrible, painful, is another frequency where, while that might exist in the material realm, when you elevate, it doesn't exist there anymore. The pain, the whatever terrible anguish, the even the even your health, you can heal yourself by raising your vibration. And this is a fact. This is not some nonsense. Okay, they have seen, I mean, it's been seen time and time and time again, and I don't need to believe it. I know it because it's happened to me. I've seen it happen to me countless times. All right, so you're capable of healing yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit, just by elevating your frequency. And is it easy? Sometimes it's not, because sometimes you're so deeply attached to this reality. For whatever reason, you're attached to it because it's conditioning. Because I'm a certified counselor, and in my course, the Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy course, you asked, like, there's this, we hold on to things that sometimes are really not positive experiences, or they are detrimental to us, but we're holding on to them and allowing these things to happen because it's giving you something. Ask yourself, what is that thing giving you that you're allowing that pattern to repeat in your life, or you're allowing that behavior to continue, which you know is really bad for you? And of course, there's certain obvious ones, right? For example, people who are alcoholics, and it's the worst thing for them, and they're going to die if they continue that way, or their lives are a mess. But it's giving them something, and that's an obvious one. It's giving them pleasure for that moment. It's giving them whatever, forgetting things in that moment. So similarly, even really toxic behaviors and patterns in our lives are giving us something. And so find that thing that it's giving you, and then you have a much stronger position to break those patterns. Because ask yourself if it's giving you something that's so valuable that not doing it is going to give you instead, if that makes sense. I know it's a deep one. You'll need to examine this for yourself. What does it say? Master manifester. Yeah, if you don't walk away, the universe will make sure something bad enough happens. That No, you know what? I don't believe that the universe is a punishing place. I don't believe that where the universe, the creation of this universe and of our true beings, is here to punish us ever. I believe this divine energy only wants to love us, only wants to support us. And it is not a person or a thing waiting to punish you or to like give you something for being good. This is not Santa Claus. The universe is not Santa Claus. You better be good, you better not shout, you better, because Santa Claus is coming tonight. No, 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 no. The universe is loving you unconditionally. Divine, God, whatever, however you name it, loves you beyond anything you can imagine. And why does it love you? Because you are it. You are that love itself. It is not separate from you, and it does not want to hurt you or punish you ever, because it's a frequency of love. Where love exists, nothing else can exist. Where a frequency of divine, forgiveness or divine consciousness exists, there no evil can exist. It cannot withstand that frequency. Even in science, like, I'm trying to think of an example. Once you introduce, like, okay, let's just take light and dark. When you introduce light into a dark space, can the darkness withstand the light? It cannot exist simultaneously. It has to go. It's gone just by light being what it is. And when you are light, when you are that frequency, the darkness cannot exist there. And so that is the universe. It is light, it is love. It is not here to punish you or to bring you from light to dark if you have not understood something. It is a loving, warm presence, being, call it what you will. And it doesn't want to hurt you, it only loves you. Only loves you. And anything other than that we experience or we see in our lives is just a lower vibration. And you cannot mix the two. You just cannot mix the two. You're either in a vibration of love and light, or you're in a vibration of anger, victimhood, um, resentment. They cannot exist simultaneously. And the moment you introduce love towards anything in your life, then that's it. Then there's love, you know? And I'm not saying relationships are not complicated. Like, you can love somebody but not like them, you know, right? In our lives, we can love people but not like them. Genuinely, it's a true thing. You love them but you don't like them. That's a different thing. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about when you elevate your frequency, then you're either in that frequency or in the other frequency. Okay? Now, this card is pretty painful to look at. This is the Three of Swords. Harshada, what did you say? Absolutely. You are that. Tattvamasi. Exactly. Tattvamasi. Aham Brahmasmi. So, the Three of Swords. Some of you have been, like, your heart has been just ripped apart. Okay, it's been a very painful thing, very painful. But you have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords for me is this illuminating thought that comes in. That's what I'm getting. Illumination that takes away all your pain. You can really shift your experience by a profound and what's the word? It's so profound. It shifts your paradigm, and you go from suffering to it's gone. You can be instantly free of that pain by shifting the way you're looking at it. We're trained to believe that when you're in pain, or you're going to feel that pain for a while, and it'll hurt for a long time. And I'm not saying shoving your emotions under the carpet, don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm talking about. You've got to feel your emotions. But you can have a breakthrough. You can have a healing that is instantaneously, even when it comes to very traumatic or painful things in your life. You don't have to continue to suffer. And an elevated being knows that. Like Jesus, for example, was crucified, and he felt the pain as a human being. That human part of him did feel the sadness, that my friends couldn't even stay awake. All my disciples couldn't even stay awake for 5 minutes. So, well, not 5 minutes, whatever the duration of the time was when I'm going through so much. And he said, like, why hast thou forsaken me? He speaks to God and says, why hast thou forsaken me? But because he was so connected to the divine. Now, I know some people, whatever your beliefs are, I respect them all. Whatever you think, I I am telling you how I see this, and how, as human beings, he was an example of how you can cut through that and rise, rise from the sepulcher. And it's a metaphor for whatever that sepulcher is, whatever that coffin is that you've buried yourself into. Either you can keep crying and saying, why have you forsaken me? Why am I in this? Or you're going to push that stone away and you're going to get out, and you're going to rebirth yourself. You're going to come back to life. You're not going to die with what happened. You're going to get up. And that's what this is about. You see, the light is coming out of her head because she has received that light, that illumination that is freeing her from whatever suffering that she was going through. And we can do that for ourselves in our lives. All right. So let me know what you'll think. How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts? What have you experienced? Have you experienced that in your life? And who do we have here? Who do we have here? And yeah, so life is filled with so many experiences, so many ups and downs and challenges. I made a video recently. I haven't posted it yet, but I was like, you come here and you're born, and then boom, you're out into this world, and then before you know it, it's just like, it's just like, oh, what's going on? And it's like this, that, this goes on, and you just spun around, just thrown around, and then you kind of try and figure out what happened. All right, and then you go into adulthood in this condition, and then you have to be a responsible human being and be very calm and be very like professional, be very whatever, you got to be an adult. Like, you really got to have it sorted. Why do you think everyone is in this state? Because nobody has actually dealt with that whole roller coaster that they went through from the time they opened their eyes. And then suddenly you're just like, okay, okay, I'm gonna now grow up and live this life. But it's so important for us to take stock of all that has gone on, address it from that part of ourselves which, the parts that have healed, the part of ourselves that has grown up, that is mature, and then create a whole being. Not this, we're literally like two parts. One is the child, and one is this person who is pretending to be an adult but has no idea what the heck is going on. Let me know if anyone relates. And of course, I'm joking, and it's not like that extreme or whatever, but it's so important to take stock and join your inner child with that part of you that has evolved, that has grown, and move forward together, and try and kind of sort out the events of your life and look at it from, maybe like you're sitting outside of your life and you're looking into your life and you're watching this person's journey. It's a very helpful way to sort out your life, and and you're watching like an outsider, watching that life unfold, and notice all the thoughts and the judgments or the feelings or the fears that come up, and maybe write down as you see this journey unfolding. Write down, what are your thoughts, what are your feelings, and then you can begin to heal yourself and really live life on your own terms, rather than being the conditioned response or reaction that you've become in this world because of all that you went through, as you grew up, right? What, you're a kid playing to be an adult. we're all here we're all here pretending to be grown up. Well, some people, I don't know, maybe some people are like, what are you talking about, Shilpa? I am a grown up. Well, I'm really happy for you. Let me know how you did it, okay? I mean, you're welcome. You're so welcome. So, I mean, be lighthearted. Don't take yourself too seriously, and yet understand how incredibly, beautifully, powerful, magical you are. You can be sure of yourself. You can love yourself without being arrogant, right? Arrogance is fear. Arrogance is when you have to prove that you're something. So just know it. Just know it. Know who you are. You're a beautiful, divine soul, and you're allowed to experience whatever you're experiencing at the moment. You're allowed. And don't think, oh, why am I not able to do this? Why are other people doing this and I'm not? Everyone has their beautiful areas of difficulty, right? Remembering to laugh again. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Laughter is like, it is the key to healing, to happiness, to connecting with that part of yourself, literally who you are. That is who you are. You are that. You are that joyful child, that sweet, beautiful angel that came into this world with all the things that make you, and it's divine. It's divine play, right? You're working on being powerfully soft, right? Exactly. So it's a challenging thing, right? How are you powerful without being dominating or aggressive or overpowering? And you got to find that beautiful balance. You've got to find that beautiful balance. Life is all about balance, it's not about extremes. And if your personality is extreme, you know like, that's how I am, and that's how I was, I would say. Like, if I'm happy, I'm really happy, and if something goes wrong, I'm really upset about it, until I did Vipassana, where I learned. And at first I didn't like this idea. Mr. Goenka spoke about equanimity, and like Buddha talks about the middle path, and staying in the center, not getting so excited that you lose your mind with happiness, or getting so upset that you lose your balance altogether. Stay in the middle. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean stay in the middle? I love being this. I love feeling the passion inside of me, like extremely happy or extremely excited or really, really extremely sad about what happened. And I resisted it. But when I went through the entire experience, I truly understood what it meant to stay equanimous. It just means you're in the center, you are centered within yourself, no matter what is going on. It doesn't mean you don't experience life, you don't experience joy, you don't experience beauty, you don't experience pleasure. It just means that you are always experiencing it from the center of your own being. You're not being like, what's the word? You're not extending yourself out of a range where you are not safe within yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? Let me know if you all know what I'm saying. So I always ask my clients, like, where is your energy right now? Always check where your energy is. Is it closer to your body, or in from your heart space, or is it like, where is it? Just ask yourself, where is it, and check. If you find that your energy, and this is scientific, I was listening to this podcast which was so fascinating, where if you are with a person who is negative, their uh their actual physical uh, like particles leave their body and influence you and reach you. And so ask yourself where your energy is. If you're in a space where you feel uncomfortable, sometimes what we do is, when we're feeling uncomfortable or somebody's making us feel like, oh, you're not good enough, or acting really, important or bossy or whatever, instead of bringing your energy back into yourself, people tend to try and please that other person. So be very conscious that when that's happening, bring your energy back into your being. Don't let anyone suck your energy out of you, right? So physically check with your hand, where's my energy? Like if I ask you, where's your energy right now? Where is it? And especially in a meeting or in a conversation, if you're feeling depleted or drained, or that person is pulling your energy out of you, put it back into your body. Just if you want, just take your hand and just put it, like bring your energy back into your heart or into yourself where you're feeling safe. Try this. It is incredible. Before I knew that it actually physically has an impact on you, I developed this technique of just remembering and consciously becoming aware of where your energy is, and just breathing and bringing it back into you. What I'm trying to read, it's gone way up. Oh, sorry, I've missed some of the comments. Okay, now let's see what the angel messages are here for you. Okay, let's see what the angels want to say. This deck is interesting. It has very contrasting messages. So, but let's see what shows up. Okay, let us see. Yes, it says yes, yes, yes. Yes, if you had a question in your mind about something, it's a yes, my lovelies. Yes. And the universe is saying yes to you. Yes. Yes, I've got your back. Yes, you will have what you are working on. Yes, I'm supporting you, even though it's tough right now. Yes, I'm with you. Yes, I love you. Yes, you are worthy. Yes, you are powerful. Yes, you are a divine force. Yes, you are a precious and magical being. That's what I'm getting from this yes. That's what the yes is saying to you right now. You speak to your angels every day. And it says, oh, wow, leave that job. Look at this. It says, you're ready. You're ready. Let go. Let go. You're ready. Let go. And then it says, a year from now. A year from now. Wow. So the universe is encouraging you. It's saying yes, first of all, to you, and it's saying yes, you're ready. It's saying let go, and a year from now. So you will know how that speaks to you in your life. Okay. So you feel it's telling you to leave that job. You ask for a sign, and you feel that's resonating with your heart, your soul. Always, always, listen to your intuition and listen to your own self. I always tell people, like, you would think, right, with what I do, I would just believe anything and everything, but I don't. I am very, very, what's the word? Until I have experienced it myself, I will not blindly believe anything. I will not take on any blind beliefs. I inquire into it. I try it out for myself. And if I feel it has had an impact and it has really given me something, then I I take it forward in my life. But I don't blindly believe anything or anyone. Always use your own judgment in life. Okay, somebody tells you, oh, this person is like the best whatever doctor or the best healer or the best whatever. Always have your own radar on. Okay, always, I mean always, don't blindly believe anything or anyone, not even me, because you have to trust your own. How is it speaking to you? Trust that. Don't listen to the message, listen to the feeling behind it, and you will have your answer. Okay, so some people just take a reading or take, and they take it to heart. Please listen to your own intuition as well and have a barrier of what you allow in. Don't always allow everything in. You've got to also decipher whether you want that reality, whether that actually makes sense to you, whether that's actually the truth for you. So align with it if it aligns with you. And if it doesn't and you feel uncomfortable about it, don't go there. And I mean with everybody, even if it's like somebody's recommended this doctor is the best doctor in the world or the best surgeon in the world or the best whatever. Use your own judgment. I cannot say this enough. Do not get brainwashed into anything. Nothing. It's so easy to get brainwashed. It's so easy to get brainwashed. Do not allow anything or anyone to brainwash you. Use your own judgment. Trust your heart. Does that seem right? Does that seem, um, you know, aligned with good morals, good ways of thinking, or does that seem like the loving, kind, and fair thing to do? Like, for example, in India, there was a law, and I don't know what the law is right now, but back in the day, if somebody had lived in your property for over a certain amount of years, they could take your property. And so people were going around saying, but that's the law, so it's right. But that doesn't matter if that's the law. It doesn't make it right. Use your own understanding of what is fair and right in this world and do that. All right, there are millions of laws made there, and through history we've seen them, which have been absolutely wrong. So use your own judgment about anything that you do in this world. All right, no matter who it is, listen to your own self. And of course, take advice from people who you respect. Take advice from people who you know are pure, and they're here to help you. They're here to truly, truly. And you know what? If somebody is a true being and a true healer, a true guide, they will not insist that you believe what they say. They will never insist on you believing their opinion, their point of view, and they will not force you to prescribe to that way of thinking or anything that you may tell them to do. They will leave it open. They will have respect. The sign of a true guru or a true teacher is that they themselves are living in humility. They themselves know that you could be their guru too. They themselves know that you could be their teacher in that moment. That is a true divine person who is humble. They don't want you to give them praise. They don't want you to like lift them up on a pedestal. They only want your good. And so if you're in that space and you're insisting, your ego is getting involved. All right, if you're a healer, or and this happens to, it can happen, because the ego can come in and make you feel like, no, they need to believe what I'm saying. I'm right and they're wrong. That is not healing. That is your ego, that is pride, and that cannot help anybody. So when somebody comes in for help, be open to who you're speaking to, hear them properly first, understand them properly, and give them and have respect for a person who is in your presence, because they are also a divine spirit. They also know something maybe you need. So when you keep yourself open, then the divine is always speaking to you. And in the tarot, I love the card, the Fool card. That's the very first card in a tarot deck, and it has a 0 on it. It doesn't have a number. And in India, 0 is a shunya. And shunya is not just a number, it is the state of being, shunyata, which means you are open. You are like that circle, and you know that it's infinite cycles that go round and round. The teacher can become the student, and the student can become the teacher. We're constantly reversing that role because people know things. Some people know certain things, other people know other things. So stay open. Don't become arrogant in who you are and what you think you know. Yes, you know this, but they may know something you need as well. So have respect for anyone who comes in front of you, no matter who it is. Nobody is less than or better than you. That's nonsense. Everybody is a divine being, and if you allow it, they will leave a gift. You will receive a gift from them as well. So stay in that state of shunyata. And I was listening to this. I'm constantly watching things, scientific things, and business things. I love to learn. I learn every day, and I love to learn from YouTube. There's so much over there, so much. And he said the thing that scientists call nothingness, the in the Hindu religion, it is actually it is it is everything. It is everything. It is not nothing. It is not nothing. It's every shunyata, even though it seems empty, is the space of infinite possibilities and infinite creation. And it is not only what we see that exists, it is what we don't see, which is the substance of what can exist in the world. And that is being in a state of shunyata. Shunyata. Yes. Yeah, and it isn't nothing. It is a palpable, very beautiful energy field of infinite possibilities. My oh my, it's been an hour. And I just thought, let me just come on casually. Let me just say hello and see what comes through. But there were a lot of messages coming through today, divine messages. Eckhart Tolle says so as well. The space is where it is. Yeah, I love Eckhart Tolle, and he's so simple in the way he speaks about these things. It's just so simple and beautiful. Yes. Well, I think what I'm gonna do now, when you close your eyes before you go to bed and see that black turns into, ooh, you travel in your dreams. That's amazing. That is amazing. So much fun. Oh my gosh. Dreams is another place. Dreams is another land. Like our dreams are another land. Dreams are so interesting, and they really help us to heal, to release, to understand so many deep things about our lives, about the universe, about so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Before you're falling asleep. Oh, that's amazing. So you're in that is it the theta state, or is it the where you're not deeply asleep, but you're in that space, and that's the best space to create, to like envision, to just allow yourself to dream. But I also say, in the world that we live in, where there's like a remedy for everything, like do this, think that, try this, whatever, do this challenge, do that. Give yourself time to do nothing. Give yourself time to stare at a wall. Oh, I love spacing out. It is the most healing thing in the world. Just staring at a wall, and then you don't know you're looking. Sometimes you like you don't realize you're actually spacing out on somebody else's face, and then they think that you're staring at them, but actually you don't see them at all. You know what I mean? But give yourself time to space out, to stop thinking about anything. Don't think about anything. Just relax. Just relax and just become shunya, 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 nothing and everything all at once, right? Yes, yes. While are you looking at me? Yeah, exactly, right? Somebody is like blanked out on your face. And you can't, you don't know that they've just left the building. They're not there. They're just gone. It's such a beautiful state where there's nothing going on. Like up, there's no thought. It's just like this. Oh gosh, I felt like I could do that a lot more when I was younger. Just space out. I need to practice spacing out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just sit and stare at a wall for a while. Just sit there and look at the wall. Try it with me, okay? If you'll want to. Just sit and stare at the wall and just relax. Just chill. Indian girl in San Francisco, a spice shop. What are the comments? Yeah. So let me know your thoughts, my lovelies. Let me know if you've watched this later on. What are your thoughts? What's going on? And she used to touch them and they would speak to her. She would touch the spices and they would speak to her. Absolutely. Everything is communicating with you. I mean, I can just stare at a tree and it tells me so many things. And they're not words. It's like that's the beauty of communication. Communication isn't just the obvious, very prescribed ways of communicating. I don't know what the exact percentage is, but somewhere around 90 something percent of all communication is non-verbal. It's not verbal. Our body language speaks so much more than our words do. And if you have the capacity to just sit and listen to a person's soul, sit and look into the eyes of somebody that you're close to for like, I don't know, it's awkward for people. People find it very difficult to do, but do it. Sit with somebody you really love and just look into their eyes. Oh my gosh, people have stopped looking into each other's eyes. You will hear and see more than thousands of hours of talking. You will hear their soul, you will see their soul, and that is true communication, that is true connection. Or just sit quietly and just hold the person's hand. Just hold someone's hand, sit quietly with them and just sit and hold their hands. You will experience so much more communication because words get in the way sometimes. Using just our logical mind to convey things that are far deeper than what we can express with words requires other ways of communicating besides the conventional ways that we've been taught. Just sit there and maybe just give that person your presence. Like, even if you've heard that story 20,000 times and by now you're like, oh my gosh, not again. I don't want to hear that story again. And you get annoyed and you're like, oh, I've heard that one before. You've told me that one before. Just for today, like just sit with them and give them your full attention. Just give them your full being and really open your spirit to experience not just their words, but why are they telling you that? It's their feeling they're trying to convey. It's the feeling that they felt during that experience that they're trying to convey to you. So don't get caught up in words. Get caught up in what the intention is of that person, because it brings them joy for 5 minutes to talk about that thing, or it helps them to release their pain to talk about that hurt. Just give them time. I feel like if we just did that for each other, we gave our presence to each other, just truly being present, everything can get solved. everything, because it doesn't take much. It does not take much. And you might say, oh, I spent so much time with you, I was there with you. But it's not about the time. It's about what are you doing in that time? Are you giving that person your full being? It's the quality, not the quantity. So spend less time, but give your full attention to that being in front of you. And then the communication is so divine. Then another kind of communication happens, not just the very surface physical. And even if it's about an argument or it's about like hurt feelings, communicate not just with words, communicate with all these things I mentioned. Look into their eyes for a while, or just sit next to each other. Make sure your legs are touching or your arms are touching. Just sit there quietly for a little bit at least. And these things can really help in your true communication with each other. Or just sit and chant Om together. It is such a powerful mantra. Just chant Om together, and you'll automatically start feeling differently about each other. You'll automatically start wanting to cooperate rather than be right. We lose so much time, so many relationships in just wanting to be right. I'm right, you're wrong. At this point in my life, the people that I love, I don't care about whether I'm right or I'm wrong. I just love you. That's how I feel. And I feel like if there are more things about the person that I love um, that are good, that I feel, you know, um, are qualities that are really valuable, then I look at the whole person. And even if they're not able to do the same for me at that point, I unconditionally love them because I know that on the whole, they're a good person. We may not agree, we may have different views, we may have different ways of operating in the world, but love is love. Like I said in the beginning, sometimes you may not like the people you love, at times you don't like them, but that doesn't mean you have to break off them completely. I mean, I feel like, yes, there are certain situations where you need to just completely part ways, okay, from people. But I find nowadays people just so easily stop talking to their parents, stop bothering with them, or stop relationships. People not willing to work on relationships. And I'm not talking about abusive, I'm not talking about extreme situations. I'm just talking about generally. There's so much impatience in this world because they become conditioned in that response, in that way of being. There is no grace left. It's like it's all just about the initial flutter. Oh, I'm so in love, and oh my gosh, he's so gorgeous, she's so this. That is not the basis of a relationship. It's about afterwards, when you're actually barefaced in front of each other, who you really are, because you can't do that forever, right? It's just this, it's chemistry, and you feel like chemistry, and you're all oh and la la la, and you're just like so happy. And then reality hits, and after that you're just like, oh, you're not the same person. No, that was the honeymoon period. And that's why I listened to this guy. I loved what he said is, some people get hung up on a person for a very long time if they experience like a really beautiful time with them, and could have been a few days, and then they just can't get that person out of their heads, and they just keep thinking about how that person made them feel, and it felt so good, it felt so amazing, and I want that feeling back. And of course, if we had that, then what a beautiful relationship we would have, right? But he said, understand that some people are only capable of the honeymoon period. Some people just long for that honeymoon period, and then they're out because they don't want to deal with reality. And so yes, they could sustain that amount of time when that feeling was there, but when after that they didn't have it in them to keep going further. So you're just chasing an illusion. It's just those 5 minutes which nobody is capable of giving you continuously forever and ever, because everybody has their ups and their downs and their moments of, irritation or their own experience that they're going through. So, so that is the thing, have grace in every relationship, and don't be extreme in how you see that relationship and just cutting people off or cutting things off. And have grace. And everyone's going through different things, different phases of their lives, and just allow, if that relationship is worth it, if you know that person is good, allow things, and just go the long route, not the immediate I want it now route, but allow it to flow with it. All right. Your your ex your ex sister. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but try and build relationships, try and forgive more, try and be kinder, less judgmental, less egocentric, and yeah, and try and build rather than break everything, because life is not about, it's not black and white, it's not about perfection, it's about um, just flowing, being flexible, and going with the just going with that beautiful flow. If you see a rock there, you don't like go head in. You're like, there's a rock, let me crash into it. You go around it, or you find a different path, or whatever, so work around things. Don't go head on and break things up when there's so much good to be had and so much good to be saved in those relationships. Every person is a universe going through their own journey. Yes, exactly. So have compassion for yourself, have compassion for others, have an openness to everything in your life. Like, don't become so rigid in the way you think about anything, because you're ever evolving, and so is everything and everyone around you. And yeah, so just flow, my darlings, just flow. Okay. All righty, with that, I'm going to end this session, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your feelings, let me know anything, or let me know. And thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for all of you, and I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings. And may the magic just light up in your life, and you experience the true essence of your being and the true essence of everything and everyone around you, and hold them in that divine light. See them as that beautiful soul that they are, because underneath all the layers of whatever appears to be is a brilliant and precious light, just waiting to be loved, waiting to be seen, waiting to be um, maybe seen in a different light from the light that they've been seen in their whole lives. And they're just waiting for you to look at them in a loving way, to acknowledge that beauty within them, that innocence within them. We have that power, and let's use that power. And person by person, one act of illumination after another just light up this world, and just let the darkness disappear, because it will. Okay. All right, my darlings, take care. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. And yeah, bless you. Take care. Make sure to like, my darlings, and make sure to follow or subscribe if you enjoyed it. And let's all build this beautiful community together. Okay. And share it with anyone who might need this, who needs to listen to this now. And yeah, yep, that's it. Blessings to you too. Thank you. Take care, and all my love. Bye, everyone. everybody. Bye. Bye.